Today, we're going to be talking about something that's very detrimental to your health and well-being and mental side of life. And to be able to live a life that you want, there are a couple things to consider. So, yesterday, I was trying to um, do the finishing touch on, uploading a video. And I have a text from my friend. So this is referring to my old friends, not my new friends. My new friends online are amazing. I connect well with them. Um, but my old friend from boarding school and from from high school and from these, it's very in the way of their thinking is very negative, right? And yesterday I was kind of because usually if I don't get enough sleep, I get irritated and um, uh, agitated. Though I could have said it the right way, where I could have said nothing at all. Usually I don't. I just want to see how persistent they are, but that's me. But she was sending me. It's my old friend from boarding school, and she was sending me, the stuff, and I was like, okay, I ignored it once and then twice, and I was like, okay, she got my attention. What's she doing? And then I was like, I was asking something. I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you sending me? Or something? I was like, you know, I told her. I know it wasn't nice to say. It. I was not trying to be mean, but I told her to learn to how to communicate. Right now, because when you read text, it's a little bit different, but when you convey it in like, uh, when you be able to connect face to face is different from a text, because a text from social media, you when you read it, you could like misunderstand it. So I didn't want to misunderstand her, and then she well, actually, before I said learn how to communicate, she throw or I said what I asked, what do you want? And then she sent me a question mark, right? And then I said, learn how to communicate. Now she said, and then she said, I'm communicating now. And I was like, okay, first of all, communication isn't just sending me stuff like, that I don't need to or want. Communication, if you're a friend, if you're a true friend, meaning you have to connect me at a level that is personal or at least share your information. Look, I know, so there are a couple of friends that like to joke, and when I ask them questions, usually I'm good with people because I understand how people work, and usually I let them talk about themselves because I know how they, you know, work. But there are a couple of friends who like to joke, and when I want to connect and reconnect with them, they don't share information. I'm grateful to have a best friend. His name is Frederick. He's on this channel, and see, that's a friend that support your dreams. You need to find those type of friends that support your dream and be real with you. I was real to her because first of all, if you're a friend of mine, and if you don't communicate, communication and communicate is not just talking or sending little text. That's not communication. Communication is about you sharing your personal information if you're a friend. I'm not talking about strangers. I'm talking about if I know you back then. Learn how to communicate. That's why school don't teach kids to learn how to communicate when they become fully grown adult, where they don't know how to express themselves. They're so comfortable inside of a freaking small circle. Yes, I'm kind of pissed off because a while back we did communicate, but I stopped talking because I understand that people. I understand that you always talk about the mundane stuff that bored me. Okay, I'm introverted, but still I like to at least connect with you at a personal level a little bit and to understand how your life is and to be able to connect you as a human being. But people treat as if if they want something, they only want something and communicate with you, but they don't want to like communicate you as in like deeper level. You know, when I was talking to my friend Frederick, he's on this channel. We talk all type of stuff, and that's we talk all different version, variety of stuff, right? And that we connected at a level that's personal, but it makes us our bond stronger. Though sometimes we have disagreement, that's okay. We don't. We're each and every one of us are different. So here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is communication is not just sending a text, question mark, and saying I am communication with you now. No, you have to be at least interested in me too. I'm a person. I'm a human being. Okay, at least communicate with me. Okay, like we live in a world that's so shallow right now that cannot communicate, for God's sake. Like that really pissed me off. Like, first of all, I will ask you how are you and what's your day and what do you do and stuff like that to be able to open you up. Not that I'm talking about to be able to connect you at a personal level, the connection, people. I expect if she might be an extrovert, I expect an extrovert to be able to communicate an introverted. But I'm much more a communication person because I know I can socialize. But that's crazy. So let's make my point today. Communication, okay, people? And the law of attraction, when people don't get into, okay, so communication. To convey knowledge of or information about. Make known, communicate a story. She communicate her ideas to the group. To reveal clear signs. His fear to communicate itself to his friend. He communicate his satisfaction to the staff. To cause to pass from one to another. To transmit information, thought, or feeling so that it's satisfactory, received, or understood. To be open into each other. Connect. We have not learned how to connect with each other. Not how. See, if you truly understand how. See, that's the thing. What tripped me up. That's why. So the past year, when I'm trying to make my dream come true, but my dream come true is coming to fruition the way it's not easy, but I know that I can make it happen. And yes, I have achieved my dream. Now, here's the thing. If you have toxic friends and people in your life, you should get rid of them. Why? Because they're gonna drag you down. Most of my friends drag me down most of the time. They it made me feel uncomfortable. Like, why would we spent all this time together back then and you won't support me? I asked one of my friends to support me. And you know what he said? No, I'm sorry, I won't support you. That hurt my feelings. And then, I had a friend, I had an old channel of mine, which was focusing on the law of attraction. But now I'm more focusing on growing better you. Here's the thing. When it comes to friends, your old friends, they already put you in a category and they see that that's all they know about you and you can't do this, and they will say no. And then when they see you changing, this is what they do. One of my friends saw a video of mine and she was on the channel, and then she unsubscribed. And she unsubscribed. That hurt my feelings, okay? It made me want to cry. First of all, you say you're gonna support me. How are you gonna do me like that? Look, I've been there with you when you were hurt, and now you unsubscribe and you're not gonna talk to me. People gotta learn how to communicate. Communication is not just talking. It's more than that. It is caring about the person, making them feel important. Okay? I feel like when I talk to my friends, they don't make me feel important. When I talk to my best friend who support my dream, they make me feel important. I mean, he make me feel important. When I talk to my brothers, they make me feel important. Okay? Like, that tripped me up. Like, friends are supposed to be there for you on the tough time and tough days. But they don't. They think that the world revolves around them. I get that. people think that the world revolve around them. But in order to, and that's why they have so messed up life. And one of my friends is like, no, I'm comfortable. I don't talk to strangers. You talk to strangers all the time. So that's why I kick out most of the. So it's the choices that you make. Like, the negative people will take negative people. If you let them into your life too much, they will drag you down, and they will never support your dream. They will say, no, you can't do this. You can't be that. You can't have that. While you have to find people who are interested in what you're into, and you give back, and they give back. That's why I'm so grateful to have people, amazing people that I associate. New people, they're fun. They connect me at a level that they care about me, and I care about them. That's a true communication right there. And even if we make mistakes, I make mistakes, but I have to say I'm sorry because I didn't know. That's true communication. That's true friendship. Today, friendship is so shallow right now. Like, that made no sense, man. That's why I want to keep close friends together. Keep people who uplift me, who inspire me to be great. You have to do that for yourself, too. You have to find people who are not negative, and you have to kick them out if they're negative. If they always bash on you about you can't achieve your dream and they're not interested in what you're doing, that's a bad friend. That's probably an acquaintance. They don't share your passion. Because when you let negative people in, you're going to only attract negative. And when you do that, that's all you know. You all know, like, when they get inside your head, you do what they do because, whatever influence you, whatever is influencing them, they will influence you, and therefore you act and behave like that. Okay? So my thing is, surround yourself with people who care about your dream, who support your dream, who support you fully, and connect you with not shallow. You got to communicate. Communication is about knowing, and communication is about taking focus off yourself and focus on the other person, and make them feel as if you care about them. Make them not just, shallow, laughing, and human, but make me care about you. Because I do care. It's just that, the thing is, communication is not talking out of your mouth. Communication is you have to put, because we've been raised not to be able to be vulnerable, put your emotion into it. At least show me your side. If you understand, be interested in, if you're being my friend, be interested in me, and I'll be interested in you. But first, see, here's the thing I do. I'll be interested in you first. Because I understand that people they like to talk about themselves. I usually do that. But when it comes to my old friend, they don't do that. They stop for some odd reason. I get that they have life to live and they have difficulty. But, all they talk about is, I go to work and I go to do this. It's boring. It's not exciting. If I talk to my best friend right now, Frederick, I say, yeah, I'm doing this. And he said, yeah, I'll go for it. He support me. I support him too. I know we have our discipline and we talk about that. Still, he support me. I like that friend. So, if you have toxic people in your life, don't let them be in your life. If they can, here's my take on it. If they're too toxic and they don't believe in your dream, kick them out. But if they're there and they're not doing anything, just leave them. But usually people always complain about what they can't, how bad things is, and always on Facebook. Why are you putting personal stuff on Facebook, for God's sake? I get that tough, life are tough, but, suck up. God, people are so negative. They have so much negative mind, therefore they attract negative things. Now, for the law of attraction, you have to be able to define who's your true friend and who will support you, because there are people who don't support your dream. I'm telling you that now. They question you are crazy and everything like that. But you have to get over that fear, because I had that fear. I felt hurt. I think I cried because My friends, man, I know them. I've been there. I was there. I was there when they were hurt and they were crying. I was there when I care about them and I support them and I let them in. You know, but all they do is you know because I'm not the same as who they used to know anymore. I'm not that Johnny who will say, yeah, I want to hang out. I don't do that. I don't hang out just because you say I hang out. You hang out, unless here's the thing. I believe that my dreams are more important than hanging out and wasting time. Okay. I mean, I can hang out with who are support. Yeah, I'll hang out, but then I go back to focusing on what I want and where I want to go. You have to do the same. My message is, if there are friends who are toxic, kick them out of your life. They'll ruin it. And you have to find someone who are generous, who are nice, who connect with you at a personal level, who know how to communicate their personal information, personal life, to connect. We're human beings. Treat me as a human being, not something that you can get attention to. And I'll treat you as a human being. I treat you the way you want to be treated. But not like that, people. That's it. Like, toxic people will bring you down and hurt your dreams to achievement. So kick them out. If not, because we're so comfortable of them being there, it's unconscious. That's why I listen to Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor and all the successful people, they usually kick those people out. They're negative. They can destroy your dreams. So that's it, my rant today. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. I'll subscribe to my channel and like my video because I do personal book reviews, law of attraction, and then interviews. I'll see you next time.